The perfect cleanse and reboot for a healthy immune system. Natural. Miracle Food is suitable for all ages. Get your Miracle Food today.
Yeah, I can smoke this motherfucker. Pass me the gat, and just like that, I squeeze like a man possessed from the old west. See a rest in rule. Keep it too close, you don't wanna be the learner that my burner makes toast. Cause today's mathematics is really does it. I got the automatic stash in the attic, and it's an emphatic now cipher. If you think you take the life of me without a fight, I clean my gun with a rick rod. Here comes the God who don't eat pig lard. Lord J.A. motherfucker M.A.R. Never pass if the crew goes mad. We get wrecked with the tech, blow your mind with the nine. Plus we got the shotty for your body. Rodney King ain't this Rodney King. Before I take the weapon.
I've been promoting with my brothers from Surplus Army and First Line Defense, November 6th. Yes, we will be having the first annual Rappers with Rifles Firearms Training event in the Pocono Mountains out in Pennsylvania. And yeah, it's going to be going down. And you know, there's limited spots on that as well. So yeah, you need to get on down and check it out. Matter of fact, hang on a second.
A lot of big teams popping.
Yeah, you never know. You might be shooting next to somebody you know. Hang on. Let me play this for y'all real quick. Can you hear the audio?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that boy. Ooh, look at that boy. Here comes the God who don't eat pig, Lord. Woo!
Look at the moves.
I hit the wrong button.
Wow.
That boy.
And you learned all that professional training. And you can teach the masses at the event, right?
Well, I'm not teaching. I got the brothers out there that train. I'm still training. I'm still learning. But yeah, that's what we doing, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what we doing out here, man. You know what I mean? So if you'd like to be a part of that, come on through. Link in my bio on my IG and all of that, or go to surplusarmy.com. surplusarmy.com to sign up for the joint.
How'd you link up with them brothers, Lord Jamar? How'd you find out about them?
Man, the universe just brings things to you when you mentally want to be somewhere, things will just align up for you.
Right.
That's all.
Word.
So shout out to those brothers.
Salute.
So anyway, What's going on, bro? What's going on out here in this fucking world, man? What's going on out here in these streets, man?
Man, what's going on in these streets? Got a little bit of tidbit here and there, but we are hip hop. So let's start off with that Verzuz. You have a chance to watch it?
Yes, I did.
KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. Your thoughts?
KRS-One versus my brother. Well, first of all, they both my brothers, but we can't ignore the fact that my brother, my Virgo brother, Big Daddy Kane, is an alumni of the Godcast. Yes.
Salute, Big Daddy Kane.
Here. So, you know, that's going to give him a little bit of bias.
Okay.
But in KRS's defense, KRS lives in Europe. So, I mean, well, but no, we can't do this over the fucking shit now. So, whatever. Anyway, let's get down to it.
Yes. KRS was in the flesh in NY versus Big Daddy Kane. What you think?
First of all, I don't think this is necessarily the verses that we wanted. Okay, I think the verses that everybody wanted that involved Big Daddy Kane was Big Daddy Kane versus Rakim. But for some reason, that didn't materialize. So I guess this was a second best in a way. You know what I mean? As far as the pairing.
Okay.
Because it's two different styles. You know, the styles are a little not as similar. Like,
right.
Kane and Rakim, they both have kind of those flows that are laid back in a way, and it's just a little more comparable to me. The way that KRS rhymes and even the way he performs, and I think it was very evident that night. It's just a different style. I'm gonna say overall that I think probably KRS probably edged out the win.
Okay.
And I don't think it was no walk in the park by any means. I think he had the crowd hype. That's what KRS is good at. He's good at, you know what I mean? Having the crowd engaged. He's definitely a good performer, but see, Kane is a good performer in a different way. You know, if you look at the two styles, KRS was like yell rapping a lot, and he was relying a lot on thank you, Sherelle. He was relying a lot on the crowd knowing his lyrics. So he puts the mic out there, you know what I mean? Which is nothing wrong with that, but he was doing it a lot. And he was like, and I come to get the shit on. Like it was almost like that yardie type of, you know, that Jamaican toasting type of rap. Whereas Kane, he wasn't yelling. He was actually rapping. Like he was saying all those fucking lyrics, like legibly. A lot of Kane's beats are high tempo, and he wasn't relying a lot on the crowd saying his lyrics and all that type of shit. So I think, I don't know, it's just kind of two different performance styles. And I enjoyed them both for what they both were. But I think at some point, you know, just KRS just got so many joints, man. Like he got just so many joints. And I think, you know, I think at times there was an attempt to like turn it into something else, like, you know, especially, you know, shout out to my man DJ Scratch, but he almost tried to turn it into a DJ battle between him and Kid Capri, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was like a nice, it was a ploy, but KRS was not going for that shit. He was like, I came to battle him. Like, I'm not battling you. like we ain't nobody fucking with you. We know what you do, Scratch. He pulling out sneakers and all this kind of shit. And, you know, Yeah, that was the part of the battle where some people felt a little uncomfortable because I think Scratch was making it a little like
about the DJs.
Well, not just about the DJs, but just a little like, you know, he definitely was in battle mode. Like, fuck that, us against them, totally. You know what I mean? And yes, trying to kind of make it about himself too.
Okay, now, Lord Jamar, before you go on, hold that current thought of what you were going to go into. I want to squeeze this question in.
Right.
Now, when we think about the verses, we think about different levels and matchups. Do you feel like in this verses, the categorization was on point? And I'm going to let you know what I mean by that if you don't.
Well, please explain what you mean by categorization.
Okay. Now, I may be wrong, but when I think of KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane, to me, KRS-One is more on the conscious tip. Big Daddy Kane, he may be God body, but I feel like he's more on that smooth player tip. Now, I may be wrong. So I just want your opinion on that.
You know, I think they got dimensions to themselves, especially KRS. We saw his first record was Criminal Minded. You know what I mean? Let's not fucking forget that. There was nothing really conscious about that. You know what I mean? But then he got into his conscious bag later in life. KRS has kind of been in different places, you know, with his knowledge. Kane was on some player shit / pimp shit / you know, Brooklyn street shit / God body shit. You know what I mean? So those are all different dimensions to a person. I don't think either one of them is about one specific thing. They both have elements of, you know what I mean? Young, Gifted, and Black. That's a conscious song. You could say that's a conscious song. You know what I mean? So I think people categorizing, I think the categorization was more about the era that they came in. You know what I mean? They were from that late 80s era that really people look at as, you know, the golden part of that golden era. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it definitely, that's the categorization they were looking at, you know, more so than a positive rapper versus a player rapper.
Fair enough.
I think some others, you know, first of all, it seemed like everybody that came out there almost tried to make it about themselves in a way. You know? Am I right? Like
your boy?
You know, everybody that came out there, like, kind of just like, I don't know, was trying to use the moment to like just shine on themselves in a way. You know, I thought the moment with Buckshot was really weird when he fucking ran up on Kane, like, peaceful man. What the fuck was that all about? Like, Buck, you was wilding. Like you was wilding, Buck. I'm looking at yo, Buck, you was wilding. Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, I know you was trying to, you know, he made an album with KRS before, so he was trying to act like he was KRS's soldier and he was gonna go up against Kane. But when you seen the look that Kane was giving him, like,
like, get off the stage,
like little nigga.
Man, get off the stage. Man.
Keep digging a grave for yourself, little nigga. Go on. Keep doing it. to where Buckshot had to be like, but you know I love you and all this. Like, he tried to clean it up kind of at the end. You know what I mean? Like
I like Buckshot though. He's dope.
Bro, listen, Buckshot used to be at my crib every fucking day when I lived in Brooklyn. So I'm saying this on some almost like big brother to the little brother type of shit. Like, Lil Brody, you was wilding. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do shit like that. I know you was You know what I mean? You was trying to ride for the big homie or whatever, but nah, that wasn't your place to do that. Like, do what you came to do. But see, that's again, niggas trying to like take the moment and almost trying to make it theirs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was no need for that right there.
So there was being extra.
Yeah, that was a little extra right there. Fucking DOS Effects, when DOS Effects got out there, you know what I mean? Like, damn near had to drag fucking Drazy off the fucking stage. Like, he want to keep rhyming and keep going, and you know what I mean? Like, wait till our verses. Like, well, we'll be back. Like,
they want to parlay into their verses.
You know, it's just, I don't know. It was funny to me.
How do you feel? I gotta ask you, man. I gotta put you on the spot, and I gotta ask you because this is your boy, your homie. Much respect due to Busta Rhymes.
Shout out to Busta Bus.
He still hasn't found an opponent.
Listen, man, you know, shit is gonna happen at Godspeed, man. Like if that battle, if that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know he wants it to happen, you know what I mean? But you know, at this point, man, just I don't know, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to say, oh, who could Busta go against? And you know, I got my opinion. A lot of people don't agree. Some people do. I don't know.
Who do you say? What's your opinion?
Yo, style-wise, when we talk about category-wise, you know what I mean? Yo, Digga doesn't agree with me on this. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I believe that Busta against Missy Elliott would be crazy. See, nobody's thinking a guy against a girl. They're always thinking a guy against a guy or a girl against a girl. But if you think style-wise, the way that their videos was cutting edge and, you know, the amount of hits they've had and the level of hits, like with big people that they've had, man, that's a great fucking battle right there. I don't give a fuck if it is a unisex battle or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like, I think style-wise, that's a really good one, man.
What about, now I thought about this a couple nights ago. And
yes, Missy got 20. Missy done wrote shit for people.
Oh, yeah.
All kind of, somebody said Missy got joints, but 20? Yes, 20. Okay.
What about, what's your take style-wise, okay? Maybe let's just forget about content. Let's just talk strictly style-wise. Rapper against rapper with similar cadences. What about Twista?
I knew you was going to say that. I don't think Twista has ever, and Twista has been big, but I don't think Twista has had the level of hits that Busta has had. He's had a few, but Busta has had mad hits, like mad hits. And Twista has been on some good stuff. You know what I mean? He's been on some big hits too. But I don't know. Busta is just a different level, man.
If we just said, forget about the hits.
Because now when you talk about rapping like that, when you put it like that, then
like battle rapping.
Then it's like, all right, Missy is not really the good. When you put it like that, then Missy is not. See, I'm thinking of an overall visuals and like impact. But if you put it just rapper on rapper, then Missy is not the same kind of rapper that Busta is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
But if we just say, forget about hits, rapper against
you
rapper.
only say Twista because he raps fast.
Exactly.
And Busta's able to do that, but that's not all he does. He's not just a fast rapper.
Correct.
See, that's Twista's thing.
Right.
Twista just raps fast. He doesn't necessarily rap regular. Where Busta raps regular and he raps fast.
Right.
So Twista is, you know, kind of lacking in that regard because he would only have one dimension to go by, where Busta could do all kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Multi-dimensional.
I feel like Busta has had more hits than Twista.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, let's get back to Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. Any other thoughts about that? Any standout moments?
Shout out to our Godcast alumni. We had a lot of Godcast alumni, first of all, that was on that stage. Roxanne Shante, Cool V, and yes, our boy Red Alert. Shout out to Red. Now, Red gave me a good laugh though when he came out on stage. Red just gave me a good laugh the way he was just out there, just all the flavors that you savored. Like it was just Real. Shout out to Real. Oh, the flavors that you savor. Yeah. Yo, that shit was fucking funny.
I'm surprised you didn't go.
Well, you know, because you be hearing stupid shit about the you know, they want to see records of medical martial law and all this type of shit, and it's like I'm just not be trying to go through all that type of dumb shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Man. Say it ain't so. Lord Jamar, any other final words or thoughts on this classic Verzuz?
Oh, somebody said Rocksteady Crew. Shout out to Rocksteady Crew. Shout out to all the breakers and all. First of all, okay, you had all the elements of hip hop except for graffiti. The only graffiti I saw was on KRS's shirt. Now, wouldn't it have been dope if they would have had like some graffiti artists in the background doing a piece or some shit, and by the time that shit was done, you know, you have some shit in the background, a portrait of KRS and Kane. That would have been dope. Like I've done shows like that where they've done shit like that, especially overseas.
Wow.
They'd be like, "Do you mind if we make art behind you while you do show?" No, go ahead, do your fucking thing.
We make your portrait.
Yeah, we make you portrait, brand Nubian. Yes, we make Lord Jamar. Okay, cool. Fine.
They actually did a Picasso of you while you're rapping.
He's in DC. A dude was like, they got this shit back. I forget the venue in DC and shit, but they got this shit backstage, kind of in the where they got mad like murals of different people that's performed at the shit. And it's like there's a guy that be there, like he'll do your shit on the spot. Like y'all just kind of stand there and he'll boom, 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 throw y'all up on the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like before y'all even get on type of stage, like this motherfucker fast like that. Like, yeah. So
that's
yeah,
like a bunch of eye candy.
I just thought, you know, if we're gonna have MCing, DJing, breakdancing, well then goddamn it, you know.
Graffiti.
We gotta have some graffiti, you know. And we had some knowledge mixed in there too. So I guess those are the 5 elements. I felt like Crazy Legs was like, man, getting a little old for this shit. We need to get Crazy Legs on the show, but he looked like, man, I'm not doing all that shit.
Crazy Leg gonna turn into Stanky Leg.
They forced him to do a little more than I think he wanted to, and he did a little something, but he was like, man, these fucking knees don't move how they used to move, buddy. We're not gonna be fucking spinning on our backs like that no more, guy.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show. Definitely.
Yeah, we can get Crazy Legs on the show. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Verzuz. I think, you know, that was a good one. That was a good one.
You think it was the best Verzuz yet?
No.
What's your top 3 so far?
I mean, definitely, you know, the Locks and Dipset, only because of the performance that the Locks gave, specifically Jadakiss. What was another good one that I enjoyed? What's a real memorable one?
What you over there?
I'm trying to remember the ones, you know, because I feel like
thinking about that Keisha Cole versus Ashanti.
Come on, bro. You know that's not even gonna be in my shit. Jeezy and Gucci was I
Okay.
think that was more for, you know, down south. Who else was there? Damn, I feel like there was a
Fat
more.
Joe Ja Rule?
That was pretty good.
Hmm?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So that's
And I
top
love
three
how
right
Joe
there.
is just fucking juicing this and milking it, and now he's the fucking host of the shit. You know what I mean? Ghost and Ray. Ghost and Ray.
Was that dope? I didn't check it.
That was, for me, it was dope. You know what I mean? I don't know how everybody else felt about it, but that was a good one. But that's before it got battly. You know what I mean? That's when niggas were still kind of celebrating. You know what I mean? So there's different levels to this versus shit too. You know what I mean?
Right.
At one point, people are kind of celebrating each other. You know what I mean? But now motherfuckers is coming out